The subject of my study is a new field of immunotherapy for cancer and AIDS. What immunotherapy means is to treat cancer and other diseases such as virus infections using the immune mechanism that enhances immunity. Immunotherapy is different from such conventional therapies as operation, chemotherapy and radiotherapy. This is a new area of research and is very interesting. This has great potential for treating cancer and AIDS. To keep us in good health, the causes of diseases such as virus infections and cancer must be removed before they grow stronger. For this purpose, immunity has to be enhanced to protect the body from foreign invaders. Now let us see how our immune cells fight inside our body. When alien substances invade, neutrophils start attacking them first. Macrophages also capture them and eat them. Killer T cells attack cancer cells. The human body is made of 60 trillion cells, and in those cells are immune cells that protect the human body from alien substances. There's a good disposition of as many as 500 billion warriors in the body. Also, there are various other micro-warriors among the immune cells than neutrophils and macrophages. T cells are the main force units, making up 65% of all the immune cells. B cells make up 15% of all immune cells and play a role in antigen-antibody reactions. Also, NK cells, making up 10% of all immune cells, are responsible for natural immunity. These immune cells are all produced originally in bone marrow and then grow in various organs, each playing different roles as warriors. The thymus especially is the important organ where the main force units of T cells are trained and educated. However, it atrophies as one gets older. Then how do immune cells fight with foreign invaders? T cells, the main force units, cannot recognize alien substances by themselves. Therefore, they do not react at all. The first recognition of alien substances is the task of the macrophages. Macrophages act quickly to take them into cells for enzymatic decomposition. This is for transferring the information about alien substances onto helper T cells. There's a non-self-recognition device called MHC antigen on the helper T cell's surface, and the MHC of the virus, which is different from its own, is recognized. Antigens presented by macrophages are caught by the antigen receptors of helper T cells, and virus invasions are recognized. Helper T cells then activate killer T cells by secreting interleukin-2. Activated killer T cells generate lymphokines to attack alien substances. B cells are also activated to release antibodies and switch on immune reactions. NK, or natural killer cells, were discovered in the 1970s. They'd existed before immune cells were differentiated. Those are found in lower animals such as frogs and fish. It takes time before T cells and B cells start to react against alien substances. On the other hand, NK cells start to attack them independently, without complicated processes. It's for this reason that NK cells are considered important cells for the protection of a human body, particularly from cancer. NK cells have large heart-shaped nuclei. This picture shows a particle appearing on an activated NK cell. This is called a granule and is a weapon to kill foreign enemies. Before NK cells are activated, there are no granules, and NK cells cannot kill invaders without the weapons. No matter how many warriors there are, non-activated NK cells are of no use. What matters is the quality of the warrior. The granules are, in other words, the bullets of a pistol. The attack of the NK cells against cancer cells starts with the independent recognition of cancer cells and then bonding with cancer cells, when granules in the NK cells are released to destroy the cancer cells within 5 minutes. This shows how they attack. Granules stick to cancer cell membranes and make holes in them. The outer liquid comes into the cancer cells through the holes, causing death to the cancer cells. Here is a microscopic photograph showing NK cells attacking. Several NK cells fight against a cancer cell at the same time. One NK cell attacks 2 cancer cells at the same time, with the right-hand cancer cell already destroyed. Soon after that, the left side cancer cell is also killed, and then the NK cell starts attacking others. In this way, an NK cell kills cancer cells one after another. The relation between NK cells and cancer is just like a war game between cat and mouse. Stronger NK cells could destroy cancer cells offhand. On the contrary, cancer cells could attack NK cells when NK cells are weaker. I call it a cell war. How does a cancer cell fight back? Our research lab has recently found a very intriguing phenomenon. This picture shows a cancer cell that has caught a lymphocyte with 2 outstretched arms, escaping the attack of the immune cells. It's also absorbing a lymphocyte in a cup-shaped hollow. Stretching out a long arm, a cancer cell has just caught a lymphocyte. A lymphocyte absorbed into a cancer cell, leaving the traces of its 2 attacking arms behind. A lymphocyte completely taken into a cancer cell. The hollow part shows a trace of a lymphocyte which has been killed and absorbed. A cancer cell fights against red blood cells as well. In the human body, such a cell war between immune cells and alien substances continues. When your immunity gets weaker for some reason, you'll be defeated in cell wars and become ill as a result. How to remove the causes reducing immune strength. How to keep your immunity high to win the war to protect yourself from falling ill. First of all, you must by all means remove every factor causing your immunity to be reduced. Stress has a strong impact on your immune system, and good daily control of your stress is very important. For example, the activity of an NK cell, one of the immune cells, of a rat kept in an overcrowded cage, is reduced to less than 1/3. A student preparing for an exam or a patient in a hospital has their immunity substantially lowered from the stress. Immunity deteriorates with age. In the case of the rat, its immunity reaches a peak at the 6th week and falls to around 1/8 at the 35th week. The peak period is equivalent to 18 to 22 years of age in humans. In the 40s, the start of the cancer age, one's immunity gets as low as half and continues to decline afterwards. You cannot get away from aging, as it's a dispensation of nature. What you can do is to try your best to maintain your immunity at a high level. Many factors reducing your immune system surround you. Air pollution and smoking, exposure to a certain type of chemical at your work for a long time, a lack of physical exercise in a vehicular society, etc. As the proverb, "Medicine and food have the same origin," goes, a proper diet helps to maintain and enhance your immunity. A modern diet in our well-fed era puts you in such an environment full of factors that cause your immunity to be weakened. These include food additives, processed foods, fast or instant foods, and so on. Here let us talk about an immune-enhancing food, Arabinoxilan, that our lab has confirmed to be effective. Arabinoxilan is an active dietary fibre extracted from rice bran. Data is taken from some papers published between November 1995 and July 1996. This case shows an experiment of having administered Arabinoxilan to 25 test subjects. Significant increases in NK cell activity were found in all subjects. In the quickest case, an increase was recognized 1 week after the start of administration. Such an increase was discovered not only in NK cell activity, but also in T cell activity. B cell activity was similarly enhanced. As the study shows, Arabinoxilan could activate NK cells as well as T cells and B cells. A study comparing the proliferation of leukocytes shows that the number of leukocytes tripled with Arabinoxilan in cultivation for 3 days, compared with the number of leukocytes cultivated without it in the same period of time. This is one of the effects of Arabinoxilan that helps the secretion of interferon gamma in the human body. The synthesis of interferon by Arabinoxilan activates NK cells and other immune cells at the same time. I believe scientists and physicians will be more concerned with the importance of immunity being maintained at a high level. This is for 2 reasons. First, the immune system of a human being in the modern world is exposed to stresses and pollution and gets weaker against virus infections and cancer. Also, no one can get away from the aging that causes the immune system to deteriorate. Needless to say, it's important to protect yourself from cancer or from virus infections before cancer grows larger or infections spread throughout your body. If you unfortunately fall ill, physicians or medicine may help you to recover, but what actually cures you is the healing power you have within yourself. Enhancing your immune system is the key to maintaining a healthy life. I think it's important and necessary to put our studies forward in order to build up more data.